This is gonna be an unbelievable game. I'm extremely excited for this back-to-back games against Manchester City. 2 months ago, we beat them in the FA Cup final, and now we meet them again. First game of the season, Community Shield. And the reason I love the Community Shield is because it actually gives back to the community. The money raised in this game goes to kids without food, it goes to charity, and that's why it's a major trophy. That's why it's a major game, because of what it stands for. What you're raising money for people in need. You're raising money for kids without food. You're raising money for charity, and that's what makes it an extremely big game, because of what you're doing for the community, how you're helping the community. So everybody that watches this game is actually contributing to kids without food, to charity, and it's a major game. It's a major trophy just because of what it stands for. And Manchester City, they're going to be motivated to actually win this time. The last time they lost against Manchester United, so they don't want to lose back-to-back games, right? End of the season you lose, beginning of the season you lose to Manchester United. And Manchester derbies, we know how high end they are, right? The intensity will be high. The crowd will be fired up. This is a Manchester derby at Wembley, back at Wembley, and a lot of these players will be motivated. And Manchester City, they have players that can hurt you. Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland. These are players that can hurt you if you give them the chance, if you give them the opportunity. And they signed a new Brazilian star, right? Manchester City, they signed a new Brazilian star, but we also signed some players. Yes, Lenny Yoro won't be available for this game. Lenny Yoro is injured and out. Rasmus Højlund is injured and out. So those two players are not going to be available for this game. But Manchester United, we have players that can actually do something. Kobe Mainoo, he scored in the FA Cup final. This is going to be a major game for you again, Kobe. Garnacho, he scored in the FA Cup final. This is going to be a major game. And the way Amad Diallo has been playing, I see him having an impact in this game. Amad Diallo, I see him as that wild card, as that player that can actually do something for Manchester United. Players like Sancho, they will be available. We don't know if they'll start. Players like Rashford, we know that Rashford is a massive favorite for Erik ten Hag. Will he start? Will he not start? That'll be interesting. The starting lineup will be interesting. Just the defense as well. The defense, of course, we've lost Lenny Yoro. Maguire's a doubt. So we don't really know who's going to be in the defense. Varane is gone. So, yeah, Lisandro Martinez, of course, Martinez is going to start, but who's going to play next to him? That's the massive question. Martinez and who? That's going to be the massive question. We're going to find out on Saturday. It's going to be a major game, exciting game. And for Manchester City, their defense as well, it's not a joke. Their defense, their goalkeeper, their whole team is actually good. And the system Pep Guardiola has made is sustainable. We've seen over the years a lot of teams fail to break them down. A lot of teams fail to win games against Manchester City. So this is a 50-50 game. Just because Manchester United, we've beaten them. Just 2 months ago, we beat Manchester City. And Manchester City, they have the capabilities of beating any team. So this is a massive game all around. I'm genuinely looking forward to this. This is probably a great way to start the season. A great way to start the season, winning the Community Shield, bringing it to Manchester, and then you go Friday, you go to the first game of the season, right? Premier League starts, Fulham versus Manchester United. That's how you actually start the season, right? When you're starting that season, you present the Community Shield, and the Community Shield, all that money you raise goes to charity. So this is a massive game just because of what it represents. And overall, I hope all the players turn up. Whoever starts and whoever comes off the bench, you need to be on point. You need to be sharp. You need to be accurate, right? And all the players, I have hope that they can do this. I have hope that we can win the Community Shield. Let's hope we actually bring that trophy back to Manchester. And overall, yeah, it's gonna be an entertaining games for the fans, for the community. Community Shield is just for the fans and for the community. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Let's hope we can bring this trophy back to Manchester.